And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. The last Rangers game for 2 weeks after this one, I believe, as we go into the international break. And if you've been following me for a long time on these live streams and stuff like that, you know I don't like international break. I like the World Cup, I like the Euros, but international break, it's not even a week anymore, it's like 2 weeks. Very boring 2 weeks. It just feels like we just started the season, postponement of fixtures, and already we're having another break. So you got to make most of this this weekend. 2 games coming up for you. We got Rangers v Dundee United today, and then St Mirren versus Celtic tomorrow. So yeah, a couple of games that we have got coming up on the channel. But guys, this one's an important game for Rangers. Look, they've been, I can't remember a time where Rangers lost 3 on the bounce, and so heavily as well. Look, yes, you have to put a bit of context to the situation. Yes, Rangers have played Ajax, and they played Celtic, and they played Napoli. Two of those teams, European elite. Those obviously being Ajax and Napoli. So it is quite, when you're looking at 3 defeats in a row, the amount of goals conceded, you do have to put context within the situation. But look, this is an opportunity where I think this is a must-win game. Well, it is a must-win game for Rangers. They can't lose this game at Ibrox, and they can't draw it as well. It's so important to get 3 points, considering you're already 5 points behind in the league already. We're in September. Rangers are going to have to get themselves on a winning streak, and that has to begin here today against Dundee United, and make sure that they can get 3 points on that board, get a few goals as well, get the confidence back within the players, and this is the perfect opportunity to do it against Dundee United. Look, we've seen Dundee United get smashed over the park by everybody over the last sort of couple of weeks. However, this is a new look Dundee United side, a new manager. Since they lost 4-1 to Hearts, 3-0 to St Mirren, 9-0 to Celtic, if you remember, at Tannadice, they have, responded in the correct fashion, if you like. They beat Livingston 2-1 and then managed to get a 0-0 draw against Motherwell as well. So they haven't lost under the new manager, but look, they've got a tough test here today against Rangers at Ibrox, and you do expect Rangers to go on and win this game. If not, then it could be curtains closed for the manager. Again, I'm very supportive over Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. I think he's a great coach. There is things that he needs to address, i.e. the away form in particular. At Ibrox, he's always been a very good coach, whether that's domestically and in Europe, usually wins his games at home. But, the away form needs to be sort of corrected. If you look at the away games that Rangers have played over over his tenure, there's been not enough wins. There's been a lot of draws. There's been a lot of losses. So, yeah, as I said, that away form needs to be amended. However, in the modern day of football, if he went on to lose 4 games or didn't get a win in this game, then, questions would be asked of him. So, yeah, it is one of them situations, but Rangers must get a win here today, and they should have confidence in doing so. Let's go through the team lineups, but before we do, please do smash the old like button, and as I said, subscribe to the channel. We're closing in on 20,000 subscribers. I think just over 100 away now, which is fantastic. But yeah, guys, get your score predictions down there below as well. Look, there's a new look Rangers team today, and I'm quite happy to see it. It's McGregor in goal, Tavernier, Goldson, Leon King at the back, and then Barisic in the back 4 as well. In the midfield is John Lundstrom and Ryan Jack, and then up top is Scott Arfield, McCann, Kent and Sholak. So obviously the main talking points, of course, are King and McCann, 2 youth players being called up to, try and play in the team. I've been impressed with Leon King over the last sort of couple of weeks. Whenever he's been called upon, he's never really failed to disappoint. And I just think Sands, I think that red card on Wednesday, against Napoli has been coming. He was really lucky not to get sent off against Ross County in the game at the back end of August. And there's just been other games where he just likes a good old rash yellow, and it just ends up getting dismissed. And he's been close to getting dismissed, should I say, some of the tackles that he makes. So it is quite good to see a new look centre-back partnership. I did do a video on 5 things things Rangers need to change if they want to get their season kick-started. And I said the back four. So they've got that one checked off. Another one I said was the goalkeeping position. Look, if you watch the game on Wednesday night, you will know that McGregor is the man for the job. Look, I don't think he's the long-term answer, and I think Rangers should have signed a new goalkeeper in the summer transfer window. I was very vocal on Rangers signing a new goalkeeper in the transfer window. They didn't. But out of the 3 goalkeepers the Rangers have got, McGregor is a level above John McLaughlin. Look, Robbie McCrory's never really put a foot wrong, but as 2 managers have come in, there's something that's not really been giving Robbie his chance. So, look, there must be something there that they don't really fancy him as such, but McGregor is the right decision to have in goal for a game like this. I know McLaughlin is injured, so it will remain to be seen if McGregor keeps the number 1 jersey. But after the performance on Wednesday night against Napoli, saving the penalties and crucial saves, well, Rangers were in the game until Sands got sent off. It was just a vintage McGregor performance, making key saves and key moments. You don't get that with McLaughlin. McLaughlin isn't good enough. And, I like people to challenge me on that situation. Again, in the summer, I was every Rangers fan, it seemed, on Twitter. Not everybody, of course, but a lot of people on Twitter and social media were saying McGregor out and McLaughlin in, as if McLaughlin was getting compared to a David De Gea, an Alisson Becker or an Edison. McLaughlin's not done anything in his career. Again, I say nothing in his career. I've not done anything. But, he's not really played for a big club. He was cut off from Sunderland and then joined Rangers as a backup keeper. I don't know where people have got this in their head that he's some Messiah, some Edison, some Alisson Becker. He's not good enough. And until January transfer window, until Rangers can get a new goalkeeper in, which I think they need to do, McGregor takes the number 1 jersey for me. So it's good to see him back in the lineup there again. In the midfield, I'm happy with Lundstrom, Jack, great players. Barisic has probably been Rangers' best player this season, actually, as well. So he keeps his place. I feel bad for Ridvan Yilmaz coming for £4 million, £5 million, can't get in the team just yet. But that's just the way the way it goes. Barisic's performances have probably been a lot better because now he's got a bit of competition. Someone's sniffing down the back of him. So until he makes a mistake, then I agree with that decision to keep him in there. Although I do like Ridvan Yilmaz, it's unfair for Barisic. He's not put a foot wrong at the start of the season. So him keeping his place is very good. Tavernier, you know what Tavernier does. Tav does what Tav does. Arfield, again, another player that a lot of people weren't happy with him getting a new contract. For me, Arfield looks like a decent a player this season that's reading this criticism about him and literally just bottling it up and putting it into his performances, because he looks really, really good, Arfield, and I think he's been one of Rangers' best players with Barisic so far this season. So giving Arfield the starting chance, and I think I have no problems with that. And then Sholak starting up top. He's been magnificent since joining Rangers. Yes, hold-up play, not as good as Morelos, but, he finds the back of the net. He only needs one chance and he'll get you a goal. And, if I had a tenner, I would probably bet on Sholak scoring this afternoon. McCann as well, an interesting one there as well. I've always felt McCann's impressed when he's come into the smaller games against like Queens of the South and playing in the cups and stuff like that. He's always looked like a decent player, so good to see him get a chance here today, try something a bit different. McCann starting there. Ryan Kent for me not been great. Yes, he's over the last couple of years, he gets the ball up there. He does bits and pieces, but very inconsistent. Goes missing. Shooting's horrendous. I think he needs to spend a bit of time with Roy Mackay in the shooting pitch, on the training pitch with regards to his shooting. Ryan Kent, keeps his place. He doesn't really get dropped anyway. But I think that's an interesting Rangers side, and I hope this one can do quite well, especially the young boys King and McCann there. Hopefully they can show what they've got going into this game. As for the opposition, Dundee United, it's Eriksson in goal, Graham, Mulgrew and Edwards as the back three. In the midfield is Behich, Harks, Levitt, McGrath and Smith. And then up top is Tony Watt and ex-Ranger Glenn Middleton. As I touched upon earlier on, they did dismiss Jack Ross after a horrendous run of games. I think they were getting literally, excuse my language, getting absolute pump rotten off everybody within the league. I can just go over, since they beat AZ Alkmaar on Thursday, the 4th of August, they ended up losing to Livingston 1-0, AZ Alkmaar 7-0, Hearts 4-1, St Mirren 3-0, then Celtic 9-0, which was the final nail in the coffin. So something needed to change. As I said, they have sort of responded positively. They beat Livingston in the cup away from home. We know how hard the Tony Macaroni can be. So they managed to get a 2-1 win there under the new manager. And then they got a 0-0 draw against Motherwell, which doesn't really sound particularly magnificent, but Motherwell are a good side. Won 3 out of 6 so far this season, and currently sitting 5th in the table and at Fir Park. I don't think that's a bad result there for Dundee United under a new manager. So, it is a new look side. It's not going to be a side that's going to leak goals. So don't compare the Celtic game. Don't compare the St Mirren game. Don't compare the Hearts game. Don't compare the AZ Alkmaar game. They're a different new look Dundee United side. So if Rangers don't go and win the game 7-0, it doesn't mean they're a poor side. As I say, it's just a new look Dundee United team. And I don't expect them to be giving goals away so easily. But look, Rangers should be winning this game. And they should be winning it convincingly. Really, they should be winning it convincingly, especially after the start they've had so far at the start of the season. I've rambled on enough there, guys. 5 minutes away till kickoff. I want to hear some score predictions down there in the live chat from you guys. Big shout out to Tam Gardner, who becomes a top fan. What a hero, mate. Thank you for becoming a top fan. You now get discounted. You get a discount code to our clothing store. So yeah, remember, members, I've offered a new thing now. You don't just get emojis. You don't just have the and stuff like that. You also get 20% off our clothing store on all Rangers merchandise. So as I say, if you want to become a member and get access to that 20% off on the clothing store, just press the join button. It's next to the subscribe button. You'll get access to emojis, and I'm bringing out exclusive content as well. I'm trying to make that members area a good place to be. So yeah, what are you waiting for, guys? Become a member by pressing join. And as I say, the brand new Glasgow Rangers Sex Pistols t-shirt. They're absolute bangers, by the way. They're so cool. As you can see, the Union Jack is actually made up of little Rangers words throughout the whole way through, the blue and the red. You may be not able to see that clear on the screen, but if you went on the site, you can see it all. Small little Rangers like making up the Union Jack. It's quite cool. So yeah, become a member, guys, and you get 20% off all merchandise there as well. Anyway, guys, enough about that. Let's get on to the game. Let's take some people's score predictions. Ryan says 1-1. Bill says Kent's pish. David says 5-0 to the Jers. Praying for a small win if United 1-0, 2-0. Doctors hospital under enough pressure, says His Royal Highness. Dodgy performance, 2-0 Rangers. Second goal late on after a frustrating match, says Bill. Bill, please say you're wrong, my man. Please say you're wrong. I can't be doing with these games where it goes. There's no goals. I want a convincing match. I want the game ideally to be over at half time. That would be a convincing performance for me. But we'll see. I do want to ask some Rangers fans some stuff in the live chat in terms of this question. Now, I don't like to talk about manager dismissals. I'm not on the bandwagon of Gio out. But I wouldn't be doing my job, if you like, if I didn't ask you guys what you think regarding Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. Are you for Giovanni Van Bronckhorst to stay in the job, or do you want him dismissed? Let me know down there in the live chat. Are you Gio in or are you Gio out? Let me know your thoughts and maybe why down there in the live chat, and we'll take a few comments before we wait for the game to start. Players are coming out of the tunnel now, and sad to see there, Tavernier with a young boy. It looks like he maybe have like a serious illness. It's nice to see him obviously coming out, but obviously sad at the same time of such a young boy with an illness like that. It's heartbreaking actually. But as I say, players all lining up and they're ready to go. And as I say, I think they're going to be a minute's silence, and then we're going to get underway with the national anthem once again. It caught world attention. Rangers display on Wednesday night. It was great. The Union Jack in the Broomland stand with the silhouette of the Queen on the top, and just a beautiful rendition of God Save the Queen. And, I grew up in England. My family's Scottish and all that, and I was so proud to hear the Rangers fans sing that anthem. It really did I liked it. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Actually, it was beautiful. It was a great sight. And as I say, growing up in England and living in England, it's a big that anthem. It's always been there for throughout my whole sort of life. So yeah, I love that. The Rangers fans sung that so beautifully, and looking forward to them hearing it today. I'm going to observe the 1 minute silence with the fans and the players, but before we get into it, guys, please do smash the like button. As I say, I'll just mute my mic for the minute, and then we'll get underway with the game, ladies and gentlemen. But we're about to get underway here for another minute silence for, obviously, Queen Elizabeth II passing away. That is going to be observed now. Yeah, it's you don't get surprised with some Scottish football fans. My goodness me, the Dundee United fans, absolutely disgusting. The chants I was hearing there, disgusting. Disgusting. But the national anthem's getting belted out, but utterly disgusting from Dundee United fans. I don't really care. I didn't really think much of Dundee United, but after that, it's just disgusting, man. I know it's not the whole club, it's the individuals, but I just don't think, before we get into the game, and I don't like to get political, but, you might not be a royalist, or you might not be a loyalist, or whatever you be. You might not like England, you might not like the crown, or all this sorts of stuff, but someone's died. Stop being so disrespectful and booing it. It's disgusting. Because they're the first people, if, their grandma died and you went up to them and said, oh, yeah, blah, blah, she's in a box, and, took the piss out of that, which I wouldn't do, and I certainly wouldn't think anyone else would do that in this live stream. It's just disgusting. It's someone's... I just can't get over it. It's how some people's brains actually work. Do you know what I mean? Like, mocking someone's death. I just think that's disgusting. But anyway, enough of that, guys. Kickoff is underway here, guys. Rangers in royal blue, Dundee United in tangerine, and we are underway here. McGregor on the ball and playing out to Lundstrom. Lundstrom coming forward here for Rangers. Down the left-hand side here for Barisic, and Barisic actually loses control after I praised him in the build-up, and that goes out for a throw-in here for Dundee United. But look, the news is it's a high pressure game for Rangers today. Let's be perfectly honest. Coming off the back of 3 defeats, losing to both to Ajax, to Celtic, and to Napoli pretty heavily. Rangers. Rangers can't afford to have a 4th loss. That just doesn't happen. If you're a if you're a fan of Glasgow Rangers, you don't see 3 losses, let alone 4 losses. So, this is a high pressured match for Gio and the boys, and you're expecting Rangers to win here today. Here comes Arfield into the area already. Rangers with a chance, and again, that was a good opportunity. And was that Kent? Mate, I knew Kent was bad at shooting. Oh my goodness me, it was him again. I know Kent is bad at shooting, but blimmin' hell, that was a sitter. That was an absolute sitter. It wasn't one of them opportunities where, from outside the box or anything like that. The goalkeeper had fell to the floor, and all Kent had to do was roll it into the back of the net, and he ended up missing it or miskicked it or something like that. And, the score remains 0-0. Cannot believe that. Rangers should be 1-0 up there with Ryan Kent, but as I said, just sticks that one. It just falls over his feet by the looks of things, and couldn't get his shot away. Here comes Barisic again, his king. Goldson down that right-hand side. Here come Rangers pushing forward again. Ball forward again there for Lundstrom. Now back to Goldson again. Goldson goes forward. And now Rangers, as I say, looking to assert their dominance within this match. Here's Arfield already. There's gaps emerging within this Dundee United side, and Rangers, I feel, will need to capitalise pretty early on just to try and take that pressure of not getting a goal. As I said, it's been 3 games now since Rangers scored a goal, which was against Queen of the South. I think it was Arfield's goal, was the last goal scored by Rangers, which was absolutely ages ago. I've been on holiday since then. We've had a Queen, we've had a King, we've had 2 Prime Ministers. So, yeah, this goal drought can't go on for much longer. And I'm not expecting it to do so today. If there is another goal drought today, which again, just to clarify, I don't think there will be, there will be serious questions asked. Ball down that right-hand side here for Rangers again is Sholak. Mulgrew clears it away, and Sholak actually penalised for bringing him down. And that's going to be a free kick to Dundee United in their own half. What's the people saying down here in the chat? Told you Kent was pish. Yeah, I know. I mean, he is quite good in terms of... in terms of sort of like build up and getting past players and taking players on, but his finishing product is absolutely horrendous, and that's why teams have probably never actually came in for him. Because you actually look at it from a Celtic point of view. In fact, if you look at Abada, you look at Jota, they kind of do the same job as Kent, but they also come up with the goods in terms of goals. Each and every game. Abada doesn't even play, but he's on the park now and then, and he scores a goal. So. That's what you're sort of comparing Kent to, a Jota and an Abada, and they seem to get way more goals and assists than him. But Kent is, sort of glorified as, the best player in the Rangers team, if you like. But there's not enough goals and assists for me to sort of warrant that comparison, or to warrant the, quote, best player in the league, if you like. But hopefully he can try and add these goals and assists to his game. Here comes Barisic again down the left-hand side. Now here comes McCann. McCann forward to Lundstrom. Lundstrom switches play. Comes down over to Tavernier. Tavernier forward. And now here comes Rangers again into the area. Looking to try and make something happen there. But that's cleared away there by United again. He's a one-trick pony, says Joe 90. Rangers win themselves a corner kick. Tavernier to send this one in. Tavernier's into the area. There's a chance there for Rangers already, but again, that just goes wide of the post. In fact, I think that came off a tangerine jersey, and that's going to go out for another corner here for Rangers. He's going to send this one in from the corner. Ball into the area for Rangers, and the referee seen something he didn't like, and that might be a free kick there to Dundee United in the box. Correct by default, says I hear rumours that someone's going to... I wouldn't look into it too much, my man. I don't think there is much. But it's going to be retaken corner, in fact. Here's Tavernier, sends it in. Goldson heads it down. And headed and cleared away there by United. Comes back to McCann, though. Rangers looking to try and put the pressure on United here again is Goldson. And again, cleared away there by Dundee United once more. Goes out for another throw in here for Rangers. Kent over this one. Here's Barisic. Kent again. Barisic back over the other side. Finds a way through here for King. King all the way down into the middle of the park. Back over to McCann. And now here comes Goldson once more. Goldson looking for an option here. Here's Rangers now with Ryan Kent. Ryan Kent into the area. Surely a chance there for Arfield. And you don't see Arfield scuff them shots. That was a really, really good opportunity for Rangers. But as I said, couldn't really get that one on target. And talking about Kent's with his numbers, that was a good pass there by Ryan Kent. And, Arfield probably should have done a bit better with that opportunity. Just the way the ball landed at his feet, he just couldn't get a shot of it. Almost just landed into his feet and sort of deflected off of him rather than a shot. But yeah, as I say, that just goes over and out for a goal kick for Dundee United. Ball goes forward there for Rangers. Headed away there by Dundee United. Headed back down there by Lundstrom. And now here comes Ryan Kent again. Cleared it away, and Dundee United back in possession. Hopefully no red cards for Rangers today. And here comes United now having an opportunity. Glenn Middleton, former Rangers player, moved over to Dundee United in the summer permanently. never really was able to hold down a position at Rangers. Apart from Gerrard's first season, did play a bit of part in the Europa League. I always felt Glenn Middleton looked like a positive outlook. I really did think he was a good little player, but after that, Gerrard sort of sent him out on loan at Hibs, didn't really work there. Went to St Johnstone, won the Scottish Cup, and then went there again last year, didn't really work, and now he finds himself permanently at Dundee United. Ball into the area there again by Dundee United, comes over to them again. Rangers win the ball back, and now here they come down that right-hand side. Good tackle and interception there by Tavernier. And now Tavernier pushing forward, looking to try and create an opportunity here for Rangers. Now here's Scholak with an opportunity. Doesn't need much, and it's in the back of the net. And Rangers' goal drought is over. What a counter-attack that started with James Tavernier. And Rangers are 1-0 up. And it's Scholak who scores yet again for Rangers. 1-0. Scholak doesn't need much, does he? He scores again for Rangers. Ball into the back of the net, and what a goal. And what a bit of play there from Tavernier. Just took the ball off one of the Dundee United attackers, ran the whole length of the pitch, set him up, and then boom, into the back of the net. And as I say, Rangers 1-0 up here, 9 minutes gone. Good finish there by Scholak. As I say, he only needs one chance. And it was never in doubt. When he gets himself into that position, it's only one answer from there, really. He's just going to score, and that's what he did here again today. And boom, Rangers 1, Dundee United 0. Now, it's about scoring more. Once you get that second goal, you'll just feel Dundee United will just start to break down a little, and they'll sort of fall back into their ways. They're a team that's struggling with confidence. Get that second goal early on. And as I say, it's all about scoring goals for Rangers this evening before going into that international break. Get that confidence going. And they've got the hardest one out the way, and that's getting that first goal. Ball forward there by McGregor, looking to play in Scholak again. Cleared away there by United. Yeah, Scholak does know where the net is, man. He's a very prolific striker. He's one of them players. I'm not, by the way, don't have a go at me, but like Erling Haaland. Again, this comparison is bonkers, but Erling Haaland, if you've been watching Manchester City this season, there's some points in the game he's not really involved. I think today, he scored a goal towards the end of the second half, and it was his third touch of the game. So throughout the match, Haaland's not really involved with much, but when there's an opportunity there, he'll always put it away no matter what. And that's what sort of Scholak does for the team. He could be very, very quiet like he was against PSV, and then he just comes up with a decisive goal, and that's just what he does. And sometimes you just need a player like that. There's so many chances that Rangers are going to get, especially against teams like Dundee United, St Mirren's and all the rest of it. And it's about just being there, being alert. And when you get that one opportunity, you got to stick it away and put it into the back of the net. And that's what Scholak's done. Well, he proves to do time and time again. Here come Dundee United now coming forward. Rangers back on the ball. Here's McCann. Nice bit of play here again. Here's Lundstrom. Lundstrom plays it out from the back. Here's Arfield now with an opportunity. Back to Goldson. Goldson finds Tavernier. Andrew Pye says, stack yourself. You know what, Andrew? I'll boot you out, mate. Laters. Right, how the hell do I get Andrew out? Oh, there we go. See you, mate. There we go. Andrew's gone. Ball forward here for Barisic. Now here's Lundstrom again. Lundstrom forward now into McCann. And now here come Rangers again. McCann back onto Arfield, and again cleared away there by the Dundee United defence. Here's Tavernier. And again cleared away by United once more, but regained again there by the Jazz. Now here comes Lundstrom. Lundstrom finds Barisic. Barisic into Ryan Kent. Kent with a bit of skill, plays it over to Leon King. Leon King back into Goldson. I do like Leon King. I think, this could be a breakout season for him. I as I said, I do like Sands. He's a good little defender, but he just loves rash yellows. He's constantly getting booked. And he can be a bit of a problem there for Rangers, especially defensively. in terms of, his discipline. Whereas I think Leon King looks so composed as a centre back, and I think this could be his year. Nathan Patterson just had to have that chance, and Calvin Bassey just had to have that chance, and this could be Leon King's chance now that both Ben Davies, John Suter are all out injured. Sands is been booked, is suspended, and some of his performances have been brought into question. So if Leon King impresses, it's his shirt to lose, and I'm all for that. Here comes McCann again. McCann into John Lundstrom. John Lundstrom looking to make something happen. A little bit of a 1-2 layoff there for Rangers, but cleared away by Dundee United. Ball over the top and he's out. That's cleared away. Now it comes back over to Goldson again. Now Goldson finds Barisic. Barisic driving forward for the Jazz once more. Barisic. All the way back over to King. Super composed, just like him. He's super calm. How old is he? 19? You know what I mean? The Rangers Youth Academy is a good one, I think, at the moment. Starting to really produce some good guys, man, in terms of decent young players. There's a lot of exciting players in there at the moment. Just good to see just two youth players now starting today, McCann and King. Ball forward again there from Lundstrom. Goldson forward once more. As I say, Rangers next game get that second goal and things will open up a bit more for them. Here's Goldson again. You see Dundee United have sort of compacted themselves, trying to keep the score down. Ball forward there for Arfield, cleared away by United again. It comes back to Goldson, but Rangers dominant in every department here so far in the opening 15 minutes at Ibrox. And finds a way through yet again here, Rangers. Ooh, just caught sleeping there at the back. Ryan Jack. Jack back on the ball. Jack goes forward. Plays it all the way back over to Leon King. Now here's Barisic again. Dundee United players struggling to even get near the Rangers players. And this is the performance you like to see. But as I say, just want to see a couple more goals here from Rangers. Here's Goldson. Tavernier. Tavernier back to Lundstrom. Lundstrom lays it off, but again, nobody there for the ball. And that goes out of play and out for a goal kick here for Dundee United. Ken kind of reminds me of Josh Windass, lazy lately, all duck and dive and razamats, but no balls in the back of the net. I think you're unfair to Josh Windass there, in fact. I'm not saying I wouldn't compare Ryan Kent and Josh Windass, but I'm sure in Josh Windass's last season, I think he was joint top goal scorer of Morelos. His output was quite good, actually, in that last season. I think, 16 goals? It's not too bad for a winger. If Ryan Kent was getting 16 goals, you'd be talking about him as the greatest player in the league sort of thing. So, yeah, I think you're a bit unfair there slightly on Josh Windass. As I said, joint top scorer, I think, for Rangers in that final season under, was it Pedro? Before Gerrard came in, 16 goals. Morelos got 16 goals. So, yeah, not too bad, especially for a winger. Well, this is the thing with Windass. He was one of those players that thought he was above his station. I'm going down to England playing for Wigan. They'll probably come back into the Premier League. And his career is just nosedived. The last I checked on him, he's playing in League One with Sheffield Wednesday. Do you know what I mean? It shows the level Rangers have moved forward. And, the way those sorts of players that Rangers actually had during that time weren't actually that good. Hence why they never really won anything. Well, they never won anything. Ball forward for Dundee United. Back into Tony Watt now with an opportunity. Here's Middleton. And Middleton looking to make something happen here for United as they look to try and find a response. And Barisic does a bit of defensive work and that goes out for a corner. And as I say, Dundee United now have an opportunity. And this is where Rangers just need to make sure that they're super calm and collected together in terms of the set pieces. They don't want to... They've been gifting goals to teams from set pieces. So now... They need to make sure that they're alert and don't give Dundee United a way back into the match. Ball forward in there by United. And that goes over the net there that time. McGregor not called upon against his former teammate Middleton. And that goes out for a goal kick here for Rangers. Now he comes back to Galton once more, finds Leon King. Leon King now driving the ball forward here for Rangers. A lot of blue jerseys getting forward. Can Rangers find an opportunity here? Here's Galton down that right-hand side. Nice delivery there from Rangers again, and that's cleared away and ends up in the goalkeeper's hands. And Dundee United back in possession. Well, that's the thing, Bill. You know, one of those, that's the thing. But at the time, you know, they thought, you know, players, if you looked at Rangers players, they were rarely making that sort of jump to the Premier League. There was no one Premier League worthy before sort of Gerrard came in. Rangers were a different sort of team. And, you know, I think at the time, Championship teams were paying the same amount or paying a bit extra for that than Rangers could. So it was one of those situations, different time. I remember, what's his name? Bates. I don't know where I think he's at Aberdeen the last time I checked on him. But he really impressed at Rangers, remember, and Rangers offered them this like decent sized contract. And he thought he was bigger and better. And he ended up moving to Hamburg the year they got relegated. Which Hamburg are a big side. I like Hamburg. But, you know, he went off to play in Bundesliga too. He thought it was, you know, bigger. You could argue that he maybe thought, oh, you know, Hamburg are a big side, they'll probably bounce back up. But yeah, they're still down there in the second division of German football. And that was just the time back then, you know, those, you know, Rangers sort of best players ended up going off to like Hamburg and, you know, Championship sides and all the rest of it. Was it Barry Mackay? He ended up going to like Nottingham Forest or something like that. And not the Nottingham Forest that we're talking about today. There was a Nottingham Forest that were sort of mid-table Championship team. And then, you know, that's just the level Rangers were back then. But now we're talking about players going to Ajax Amsterdam and, you know, Southampton, you know, Premier League sides, you know, well-established Premier League sides. So it just goes to show the difference as what's happened over the last few years. Ball forward here again for Rangers, cleared away there by Dundee United, goes out for a throw-in. In fact, comes off a blue jersey and goes out for another throw-in there for United. And here they come again, Mulgrew. Where's all the money gone from transfers? We'll talk about it in a second. Here come Dundee United on the attack now. An opportunity for them now. And there's a save there by McGregor. And they're just showing over the last sort of 4 minutes that Dundee United are offering something in terms of trying to get back into this game. I'm saying get back into it, get an equaliser, should I say. And a decent little opportunity there, but McGregor called upon. Probably should have did better with it, but it's going to go out for a corner now. And the United Cavalry have arrived into the Rangers box, and this is where Rangers need to make sure that the marking is on point. Ball into the area, headed away there by Rangers, but only as far to as Dundee United with a shot, and that goes over the bar and out for a goal kick here for Rangers. It's about going to get that second goal now, I believe. Sholak doing a bit of defending. Ryan Jacks, poor header, but it was a poor shot there from Dundee United in the end. Rangers looking to play out from the back and get themselves forward again. Headed over the top. Cleared away by United once more. And now here they come again, United. Mulgrew will grow into the area. This is a good opportunity now here for the away side. Another ball into the area. And Rangers need to make sure that they're aware. And they manage to clear that one away. Comes back, though, to the away side as they come forward again. Someone was saying about where's the money and all the rest of it. In fact, Rangers win the ball back in the middle of the park. Is Ryan Jack. This could be a good opportunity now here for Rangers. Into the area for Arfield. And that goes wide of the post. Another good opportunity there for the Jazz. Could have had a second. But as I say, Arfield just couldn't quite get that one on target. You've got to remember as well, this is sometimes where the fans are maybe not thinking, you know, in all businesses, I say all businesses, most businesses, you know, to get started in a business, you know, you put your own money in and you get started and, you know, it takes a couple of years before you become profitable. Under sort of Dave King, they put money in and had investors in and, you know, they spent a lot of money and didn't really make much money back in terms of they weren't qualifying for like the Champions League. They weren't qualifying, they were qualifying for the Europa League, but that was where their only income streams were sort of coming from. They also had problems with sort of kit deals. So there was lots of money going out the account rather than coming in. There was no player sales either. And Rangers were just pumping loads and loads of money into the team, or investors were pumping loads of money into the team. And I think, the last we looked at the financial accounts, it was, all together over a 3-4 year period, it was close to, £100 million that was actually pumped into the team over, as I say, the course of 4 or 5 years. And in all investors, if you invest into a business, you as the investor are wanting some kind of return, aren't you? You're not just putting it in there for free money. You want a return on your investment. And, the money that Rangers have made over the years, which is great to see with player sales, qualify for the Champions League, qualify for Europa League, etc., etc. They're still sort of paying back the investors and giving them their return. They can't, just keep all that money, and it's not, Rangers weren't at a zero. They're not at a clean slate, if you like. But I feel like they have paid back those investors and stuff like that now. And we're sort of coming into that area where Rangers are, starting to become a bit more profitable. And, as Rangers can consistently qualify for the Champions League, consistently sell more players, then you're going to see the more money come through. And then, eventually you'll see more money get invested back into the playing squad each transfer window. So that's the thing you've got to remember in terms of that way is that's the reality of what it is. The investors paid money, and Rangers will have to pay back those investors, and that's what they're doing now. So, as time goes on, maybe they will be in a better position. But here comes Dundee United now, again with Charlie Mulgrew. Mulgrew goes forward, approaching the 25-minute mark here. Still 1-0 to Rangers, but as I say, Dundee United just showing some sort of life here over the last sort of 5 minutes. Goes out for a goal kick here for Rangers. McGregor gets it quickly, and Rangers are going to try and look for this second goal. Here's Goldson now playing out from the back. Again, just gifts it back to the Dundee United midfield, and now they're going to come forward again. Puts it down that left-hand side. Puts it over the top. And again, cleared away there by the away side. United, as I say, looking to try and get an equaliser in this match. And now here they come again. Here's a good opportunity for them. And Leon King's going to be tested. Here's an opportunity here for Tony Watts. And McGregor makes another save. Just as I say, over the last 5 minutes now, Rangers sort of taking their foot off the gas. They win themselves a free kick. And United have had a couple of chances. Rangers need to make sure that they keep staying on top of this match. Going to get a goal number 2, getting goal number 3, and really running away with the match. But McGregor called in to make a save again. Every time he does a save like that, I just feel, why do people want McLaughlin as number 1? I just don't see. I don't know what Gio sees. Hopefully after these games, hopefully as a blinder today, McGregor, and hopefully after that, it's done and dusted, and we can put that debate and stop that debate and literally have McGregor back as the number 1 goalkeeper, because he is the better keeper. Here's McGregor again, going forward. Still 0-0 in that game between Livingston and Kilmarnock. Aberdeen 1-0 up against Hibernian. Used to be the battle for 3rd and 4th, that game, Hibernian and Aberdeen, but now they're sort of lingering around the bottom of the table these days. Well, last season they both had poor seasons. Here's Sholak. Hart sort of commanding that 3rd place spot in the league. In fact, as I said, that Livingston have taken the lead against Kilmarnock. Barisic. Yeah, I agree with that one, correct by default. I do agree with that one. There should be another goalkeeper at the next opportunity, really. The next young goalkeeper, the next thing, the next big thing. Try and play it like that. Ball forward again now here from Rangers. This is Kent now with an opportunity. Kent going on a run. Kent plays it into Barisic, and now Barisic coming forward again here for Rangers. Finds a way through to Ryan Jack, now back to McCann. Ryan Jack driving forward. Ryan Jack looking to try and open up this Dundee United defence. Say goal number 2 will make things a little bit easier here for Rangers. Ball into the area now here for Arfield. Arfield on the turn is Jack again. Jack with an opportunity, and the back post there again, and Dundee United just clear that one away. It comes back to Goldson. And you bet Rangers are going to load this box again. Here comes Goldson again. Goldson forward. He chooses Tavernier instead on that right-hand side. Back to Goldson once more. Now here comes Ryan Kent. Forward to Jack. Jack finds Sholak. Now Barisic. Barisic into the danger area. And the goalkeeper makes a diving save. Goldson takes the shot and that goes over and out. And it goes out for a goal kick here for United. Bill says Joe Hart should have saved the Shakhtar goal the other night. Goalkeepers are so important in European matches. Rangers need a new number one and possibly even a backup keeper too. Yeah, well, McGregor's going to retire at the end of this year. I know we say that every year, but I think this is actually his last one. This will be his last season. He probably wanted to play Champions League football again and, he's done it. Maybe win another sort of title if you can, but it looks quite unlikely already. I know it's right at the start of the season. I don't want to be pessimistic, but Celtic do look a level above Rangers at the moment, which I hate to admit, but they just do. In every sort of department, whether that be just having squad depth, just loads of quality in every single area, two times over. So. As I say, season's definitely not over. The league's not over. But as I say, Rangers need to go and get themselves on a run. And that next Old Firm game is so important. They need to be winning that one. I think it was on January 2nd at Ibrox as well. If they lose that one, it would be probably curtains closed at the start of the year, which can't happen for Rangers. Here's McCann. Jack now on the ball. Jack going forward. Now finds King. King goes all the way over to Barisic. Now back to Kent again. Kent finds King. Kent back over to Goldson. Now Rangers looking to come forward. What's Jack doing allowing that pass to go there? Done it twice this season, Jack. Makes a stupid pass. Doesn't go to try and get the ball again and the opposition get it. But McGregor comes out. Here comes King again. Merchant says Ange's recruitment's been insane. Yeah, I agree with that. Because he has full control of what he's doing. And sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes, a director of football is the way to go, which, Rangers have got in Ross Wilson, if you like. But his recruitment's been crap. If I've been failed over the last 3 years in terms of bringing players in, then, I'm going to lose my job. Why has he not lost his job yet? The signings that he's making just aren't working. So you either go get another director of football in or you go get somebody else in to try and freshen things up. You can't just keep giving this a job to the boys just because, he signed Virgil van Dijk for Southampton and, sort of sanctioned the big sell to Liverpool. You can't be living off that. What's he actually done in the job for Rangers? Yeah, he signed... Who did he sign? I'm trying to think of a success. Lundstrom on a free transfer. Who else did he get? I'm trying to think that's been successful. Bassey, if you like, took a punt on Bassey. I'm trying to think who else. Aribo maybe as well, but apart from that, he signed, I think the numbers was about 22, 23 players, and they've all been horrendous. So yeah, would you give it to Gio? I think so. Allow Gio to sign the players he wants. Here's Barisic now, down the left-hand side into the area. Now here's another opportunity here for McCann. And now here's an opportunity for Jack! And that's a shot, and that's stopped by the goalkeeper. And that goes back out to a Dundee United ball. 55 likes, guys. Let's try and get to 100. I like a nice big round number, guys. So if you haven't already, guys, please do hit the old like button. We're closing in on 20,000 subscribers. Can't believe that. 20,000, which in the Scottish football niche is a lot, really. If you look at the, if you look at most Scottish football channels within YouTube. 20,000 is a big amount. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of that achievement. Well, when we get there, anyway. Do you think Yanis Hadji will be good on his return? Yeah, I suppose. I think he'd be a good player when he comes back. Again, I think everyone just kind of gets. I always see it with Rangers, and you're like, oh, when this player comes back from injury, he's going to be the difference maker. But when you actually remember seeing Yanis Hadji playing week in, week out, it wasn't that. He was good. He had games, but there was some games where he would just be inconsistent and not really do anything. So, absence and not seeing a player is a wonderful thing sometimes, because you talk about this guy that you think he's going to set the world on fire, but watching him back in last season, sometimes it's frustrating because sometimes he'd go missing in games, not actually do anything. So, he'll be a big help when he comes back, but is he the complete answer? That remains to be seen, hopefully. Here's Ryan Kenter going down the left-hand side. Kent goes forward with a bit of skill. Now here comes McCann. McCann looking to maybe take a shot on. Here's Lundstrom with a shot, but that goes and gets blocked there by a United player and goes out for a throw in here for Rangers. Shadow of his former self. Dak Dan says, I think Gio could be gone by Christmas. Well, I think there's a 50-50 divide within the Rangers, the fan base I've seen. Some people are Gio in, some are Gio out, but, it's interesting. Who do you go get as a manager? Who would you go get? I don't know. Who do you go and get as a manager for Rangers? I'm trying to think who's available. Thomas Tuchel? Obviously, that's not going to happen, but you don't want to end up with you want to go get the next best thing, I think. Like what Gio is supposed to be. I think Gio is a good coach, but maybe it comes down to the board as well for not maybe allowing him to sign his own players. If he got the full reign, I'm sure you would see a lot of young Dutch players coming through the ranks at Rangers, like Dick Advocate back in the day. You can just tell these signings that have been made for him over the summer aren't Gio Van Bronckhorst signings. Why? Look, Scholak's worked out as a success story, but why would Gio go and sign Scholak? It was because he scored against Rangers at Malmo, so he's been tracked by the club. So Ross Wilson sort of went, oh yeah, sign Scholak. Matondu, Ben Davies. Ben Davies was a player that Celtic were interested in back in the day. Like, these aren't Giovanni Van Bronckhorst signings. I think if Gio had full reign, I think you would start seeing maybe some boys from Ajax, the Ajax Youth Academy, some boys from PSV's academy, some young boys from Feyenoord or something like that. I did a video on a guy that played in the second tier of Dutch football, and he scored something like 36 goals last season. And he ended up moving on to Toulouse out in France in Ligue 1. And he's already started life there. I think he scored in his debut. He was doing pretty well, considering they're like a mid-table French side. He's not doing too bad for a 19-year-old. So there were these sort of players that you could go out and get, those young Dutch players and stuff, but they've just chosen not to. Dundee United now here with another throw-in. Ball forward again, cleared away there by United once more. Comes over the top. There's Tavernier now with a touch on the ball, and that's cleared away there by United again. Here's Lundstrom. Back over to McGregor. Here's Barisic. Merchant says, I doubt Ahmad was a Gio signing, never played him. He never played it. None of these players are a Gio signing. I don't think he's made a player any signing that's his signing. I don't think he's actually had any. He's probably talked with Ross Wilson. Ross Wilson's went, there's this player called Rabbi Matondo, or there's this boy called Malik Tillman, or, do you fancy him? He looks all right. And he goes, yeah, whatever. Sign him. Sign this guy, sign that guy, yeah. But I don't think he's had free reign because he knows exactly what he wants. I wanted to see Dutch players. I love Dutch players. I love the Dutch style of play. I love, these young... Imagine get these boys that have just can't really make it into the Ajax side. They just pushing to get into the team, nabbing one of them couple of players, PSV players, and just giving it a go from there. That's what I'm all about. Oh, he worked with Matondo at City. Okay, then fair enough. Maybe he was wrong. Maybe he did make a couple of signings. I just thought maybe more Dutch players or more European players. McGregor again. See, this is a problem I think with Rangers as well. In terms of when they're playing, they always take the 1-goal lead, but they don't really stick they don't put the foot on the gas. Once they got the goal, it's almost like, we'll just sort of, pass about and not be as, you're playing against Dundee United, right? Just put your foot on the throttle and go and get a few more goals. I would just feel when they take the goals, the goal lead sometimes, they're just sort of like, yeah, we won't be as attacking as we were before. Let's just, make sure we can keep a clean sheet as well. Don't worry about the clean sheet. Just go get a second goal. Go get a third goal. Go and do what you would do if it was 1-1 on the 80th minute. Just go, keep attacking, and just go get 3-4 goals and get the game finished. Because you can kind of read this match. Rangers started the game really, really well at the first 10 minutes. They got, got the first goal, full on attacking, get the goal, and it's sort of like sort of pragmatic and just passing about and no urgency to go and get a second goal. Here comes Tavernier now. Here's Scholak. Here's Arfield. And then you get to the 80th minute, it's 1-0, and boom, they get an equaliser, and it's freaking game over. Ball forward again, cleared away. Not as ruthless as Celtic. Yeah, well, Celtic have got it right under Ange, because you can go especially if you're a Rangers or a Celtic, against, again, no disrespect to the rest of the teams within the league, but you can afford to just go full throttle attacking against these sides. Yeah, in Europe, I'd be a bit more tactical, but yeah, it's all about the situation and the game you're actually playing. If you go get a goal lead against Napoli, say, then yeah, obviously be a bit more pragmatic, be a bit more solid defensively and protect it, because you're not going to get that many opportunities. But against a side that, at home against Dundee United or, other sides, just go for it. And now here comes Dundee United on the counter-attack. Here's Tony Watt now with an opportunity. Glenn Middleton now, and closed down there by John Lundstrom. And Lundstrom back in possession here for Rangers. Rangers going up the other end of the park. Finds a way through here to McCann. McCann looking to find Tavernier. Does find Tavernier. Tavernier over the top. Blocked away there by United again. And again, just losing that intensity from that first 10 minutes. Just really going for it. Here come United again down the right-hand side. They're caught offside. It's going to be a free kick here for Rangers. We do have another game tomorrow, guys. We're doing St Mirren versus Celtic in the 12 o'clock kickoff. So, be there. St Mirren... Well, Celtic in very good form, as you know. St Mirren, I'll tell you about St Mirren actually right now. Haven't really been following St Mirren so far this season. 7th in the league, not bad. 3 wins, 3 losses. So depending on what St Mirren shows up, then it is what you get. But it certainly doesn't look like it will be a draw tomorrow. I'm sure Celtic will probably win that game pretty comfortably. Here's Scholak. Barisic. Scholak again. Now here comes King. King down that right-hand side again. And now here comes Tavernier. Celtic haven't been plagued by injury, says Joe 90. Yeah, but sometimes that comes down to the injury, the recruitment. Who sanctioned the deal for John Suter? He's a good player, but his track record. He plays 1 game and he's out injured for the rest of the time. You already got Hollander, who's made out of Weetabix. You don't need another one. Ben Davies is another player. Look, yeah, he's good, but he's injured all the time. Who's sanctioning these deals? Ball into the area, cleared away for Dundee United again. I just like the route of just, maybe not caring about these sort of other players. Just go down the route of getting a Bassi, the next Bassi. Linger around these, when it comes to the end of the season, linger around these big teams in the Premier League, Man United, Leicester, but you know what I mean. Like big teams in the Premier League, academy there, boys that are sort of, they've not been getting an opportunity to play in the first team. They don't see a route into the first team. Just linger around their academies and just go, look, let's just make this plain and simple with the business. You come play with us for 2 years, 3 years. We'll give you the platform to impress, and then you'll be gone to another side. Look at the tried and tested route of Bassi. Just go and do that, and Aribo and all these sorts of players, and then, give them that opportunity. Just say, come play for us for a couple of years. You're not going to be held hostage here. You'll enjoy it. You'll love it. Win some trophies, play games, and then, go for a big move. You'll be playing European football, and just come in there. It's a nice, unique selling point for these players, and go and find the next Bassi instead of just lingering around these players that are constantly injured and annoying to see. Just get these young boys in. Ajax always do it. Just reinvent themselves constantly. Just their recruitment in terms of youth and buying players that, helping them out, progressing their career, and then selling them, and then just doing it all over again. Ajax look better this season than they did last year. They sold about 10 players. Now that's the way to do it. Ball goes back out for another throw-in, guys. 2 minutes to go till half-time here. Still 1-0. Bill says John Suter will be off skis at the end of the season. Barisic has gone. Sorry, Sholak's gone down there. Took a little nudge off one of the Dundee United defenders. Charlie Mulgrew just leaving. Oh, leaving a little boot on him there. Cleared away. Controversial. Has Ken done enough to keep his place? No, but who's breathing down the neck of him? You take Kent off, you probably got Fashion Zakala. You know what, he can kind of come up with the goal now and then. He's all right, but he's a bit of a headless chicken, Fashion Zakala. He's not a good player. He's got a good song, but sometimes some of the stuff he does, man, Jesus. I thought Ravi Matondo. I think I was led down the garden path with that. With Ravi Matondo. Ball into the area for Rangers. It's Sholak now with an opportunity. Lundstrom, and again cleared away by Dundee United. Good defending. And United clear that one away. Back over to King. King all the way back to McGregor. And can Rangers find a goal here before half time? That's the question. Here's Tavernier. Goldson. Goldson down that right-hand side. Another opportunity now here for Tavernier. Into the area. Sholak with a shot, and that goes into the goalkeeper's hand. But I think he would have been offside anyway. Flag was up. 1 minute stoppage time added on at the end here of the first half in Ibrox. And, sort of to give my conclusion of the first half, it's, for those of you not watching, it's the same as it always is. They go hard, go get that first goal. Then as soon as they get the first goal, just relax. Job's done. Stop living life on the edge. Go get a few more goals. Bob Dublin says Jota will only be a year at Celtic. He'll be off. But what's the problem with that, though? Do you know what I mean? What's the problem with that? It's good business. You get a player for a year, 2 year. You buy him cheap, and then you make profit on him. That's just the way Rangers and Celtic are these days. Yeah, you're going to get some players that stay the whole careers, like your Taverniers and all the rest of it. Callum McGregor's, if you're on a Celtic side. Fucking hell, McGregor, man, there. Nearly with an opportunity. But it is half-time. But yeah, there's not a problem with that. Buying players, getting them in, come and do the job for a couple of years, then go home, then move for a big money move. Both parties happy, they get their big move, and then you get a lot of money, but then you just reinvest and just keep on going, and just constantly reinvent a team. Rangers just got so many injured players at the moment. Look at that defence. Helander, Suter, Davies, these three players. Them 3 players in that same position, constantly injured. But anyway, guys, half-time, I'm going to go get a brew. Guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as I say, I'll be back ready to go here for the second half.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
And hello again, ready to go for the old second half. You know what? Again, look, it's an interesting first half. Look, the first 10 minutes was very positive, you know, going forward, just trying to create chances. But as we've just seen over the last sort of couple of weeks, when, you know, especially under Giovan Bronckhorst, to be fair, whenever there's a goal scored, they kind of just sit off a bit and don't go full throttle and go and get. That's what they need to try and do. So hoping there's going to be a couple more goals in the second half and Rangers go fully at it and so literally stick the knife in, as they would say. So, you know, a big second half coming up for Rangers. I'm just hoping for one weekend where the game can just be over after, you know, 60 minutes. You can kind of relax towards the end of the game, and it's not one of them things where you're like 1-0 and I hate those games. I really hate them. Where it's 1-0 on the 85th and then 5 minutes of just, you know, clenched arse, man. Go, oh my God, is it going to be a goal? Is it going to be an equaliser? And yeah, hopefully, there'll be a couple more goals in the old second half. Guys, if you haven't already, please do hit the old like button, which we're 20 likes away from 100, and do subscribe as well, as we're so close to 20,000 subscribers, which is a great milestone, I think, for any channel. So yeah, 20,000 subscribers. We're at 100 away now. So if you can do us a favour, hit the old subscribe button. We do cover a lot of Scottish football content. We're back tomorrow for St Mirren versus Celtic, which should be a good game also. And then we've got the international break, which I hate. I hate the international break. It's just so boring. It's just such a boring time to be alive in the international break. But you know what? It is what it is. And then it's going to be full throttle for October. There's loads of games coming up for October. I think both Rangers and Celtic have got to play around 8 games each throughout October. So it is going to be constant football, and we're going to be constantly streaming. Then it comes to the World Cup in November. We're going to be doing probably World Cup streams to keep you entertained throughout the thing. I know Scotland aren't in it. Pick a team and we'll just go for it. Pick a team and yeah, just relax and enjoy the occasion. And I don't know who your guys are supporting, but I'm either going obviously for England. But if England don't win, then I wouldn't mind seeing Messi win it, or Brazil or someone like that. I would like to see a South American team win it or something like that. So, the World Cup's going to be pretty fun. Do subscribe. We're going to be a bit of fun throughout the World Cup just to keep things going, just live streaming all the games and enjoying it. Livy are a squad and a team top 6. I think they're a good side, Gaza. I think you raise a good point. They're 1-0 up against Kilmarnock. I think, they're not expected to be in the top sort of 6, but Martindale does sort of get them there since he's been there in the top 6. And, it was a close moment where they would have had European football. And you know what? Not to put the knife in on Dundee United or who was the other team that was in Europe this year? Is it Motherwell? Yeah, Motherwell. I think Livy would actually do a lot better in Europe just because they're so hard to play against, especially their tactics, especially at home. I think they would actually be all right in Europe, to be fair. They'll probably do a bit better than all the other sides. Jamie Crow says only 1-0 so far. Pathetic. Yeah, Rangers fans not happy with the scoreline so far. But look, it's a big second half, and we'll soon see what Gio's ambitions are going into this second half. Are they going to go full throttle and go get a couple more goals? Or is it going to be one of them days where it's just a 1-0 win? So, yeah. How is the t-shirt sales going, Dan? Mate, yeah, you guys have been so supportive with the t-shirts. Credit to you guys. They've done really, really well. So I'm happy that you guys have been liking them. And they seem to sort of fly off the shelves, which is really cool. So yeah, big shout out to you guys that have been purchasing them. I'm actually wearing my the one that you can see on screen now. I'm actually wearing that right now. It's a cool one. I like that design. It's one of my favourite ones. Pato says Spain will win the World Cup. Yeah, I don't want Europe. This is not England. I'd rather England to win the World Cup. But if I know I'm saying that on the wrong channel here as well. But yeah, England to win the World Cup for me. But if not, then I wouldn't mind a South American team like Brazil or Argentina or somebody like that. How many pens will Rangers get today? I don't know. I think they're due one, Pat. You make a great point. I think Rangers are due a penalty soon, actually. Got hit with 2 penalties against them in the midweek against Napoli, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I think Rangers are due a penalty, actually, coming up. So, you make a good point of that one. Maybe there could be a penalty in the second half. Who knows? But yeah, England's won the World Cup. Guys, get your score predictions down there in the live chat. How is this one going to end? Are Rangers going to get a few more goals in this one, or is it going to be an anxious end for all of us? Is it going to be one where it's just going to be 1-0? Please say it's not like that. I can't be doing with that today. I can't be having just a 1-0 win, man. I need to relax and enjoy myself on a Saturday afternoon. I don't want to be sitting there waiting for them to equalise in the 85th minute. I just can't be doing that with my life, man. Saturday, I want to relax, enjoy myself, see some goals, be confident. I was in Spain the last time they won the World Cup. It was incredible. Everyone beeping horns, everyone hanging out the sunroofs and screaming. Yeah, be quite cool. 3-0 Rangers, says Gaza. Got a bet on Goldson to score, says Pato. That's a good shout there, mate. To be fair, he is due one. Skull and Bones goes 1-1. Shh. Don't do that to me, Skull and Bones. Nothing against the English. It's sporting media. That's annoying. Yeah, I agree, to be fair, mate. I do agree. Ball forward here again for Rangers, where second half is underway. Is there going to be a couple more goals, though? That is the question. Ball forward here for Lundstrom. Lundstrom now chooses to go down to Barisic. Barisic forward again. Dundee United, be interesting to see how they sort of set up. They've had 2 really good chances in that second half. McGregor to the rescue twice. Just goes to show the importance of McGregor. But, against Dundee United, you don't want to be using your goalkeeper that much as a... You want these sort of games at home not to be a game where you need your keeper. I like the games where they don't have a touch throughout the match. But yeah, that's never the case with Rangers, unfortunately. It's always an anxious end. Going to be a goal kick here for Rangers. Ball went into the area there from United. And they were complaining for a penalty there, Dundee United, but the referee chose not to give it. I mean, that's not a penalty. That's not a penalty at all. Barisic did, in fact, give away a penalty during the week against Napoli, but not down to sort of foul play. It was a handball. Ball sort of came off his arm. And gave Napoli their second penalty. That's how they ended up scoring against the 10-man Rangers, and then ended up sort of taking it by the scruff of the neck from there and winning the match 3-0. But I was so frustrated after that game. Didn't feel like it was a 3-0 match. It just, it was a frustrating one. I think it was a red card. Let's be serious here. It was a red card. It was a double yellow. It was a penalty. But it just, you're just frustrated because it just ruined the game. Rangers were well within the match at that point, and it just ruined the game for me, to be fair. And it was unfortunate. Here's Tavernier. Goldson goes forward again. Goldson now back on the ball here for Rangers as they drive forward yet again. Cleared away. Now is Arfield. Deflected to him. Now here comes Scholak into the area, and Dundee United just clearing that one away again. Goes out for another throw in here for the Jazz. Now finds Lundstrom. Lundstrom back through again. Nice little pass into Tavernier. Tavernier goes all the way back, but his pass is poor and ends up back into the Dundee United team. And they play out to the back yet again here. Dundee United playing with a bit of confidence. They look a lot better than they certainly did against Hearts, Celtic and St Mirren. It's a team that was broken, and Jack Ross was rightfully, in my opinion, sacked. Here's Lundstrom again. And now here comes Scholak. Can he get the shot off? And again blocked there by United again. Back to Tavernier now, though. Tavernier finds Goldson. Goldson back to Tavernier, and again cleared away there by Dundee United. Here's Arfield. Arfield back over to Jack, and cleared away there by Dundee United again. Jack back on the ball. Here's Barisic. Now here's Leon King. Lundstrom forward again. Lundstrom plays it out to Ryan Kent. Ryan Kent driving forward here for Rangers. Ryan Kent with some skill. Ryan Kent all the way back over to Lundstrom again. Now is another chance here for the Rangers into the area. There's an opportunity for Scholak, and there's the goal. And there is the second goal. Rangers 2, Dundee United 0. And we finally got that second goal, 48 minutes in. And Scholak's got a double. And Rangers 2 to the good here at Ibrox. That's what I mean. Give him a chance and he will score. That's what Scholak does. What a good little player. 2-0 now here for Rangers. And Rangers take a big step towards all 3 points. Not over yet, but 2-0. Happy days. There we go. I like Scholak. I do like Scholak. Good little player. It's just a shame that the rest of the team aren't firing at the moment. But hopefully this is a sign for things to come going into that international break. A big week and a half off for Gio, actually, I think. A good 10 days off. I think maybe came at the right time. End it off, hopefully, on a positive. Get a win. As I say, try and get things going again. I mean, Rangers really need to start winning matches from both domestically and in Europe. I think the next game for Rangers is at Anfield against Liverpool. But Rangers, I've got to try and get a draw there. I think you don't get a draw there, lose there. The third game, it's going to be quite hard to qualify for any form of Europe. But then they need to beat Liverpool at Ibrox, and then they need to beat Ajax at Ibrox to, if they want to qualify for Europe, in my opinion. But it all starts with maybe getting a point at Anfield, which is easier said than done. But, Liverpool aren't in the best of form at the moment. Two better now. Yeah, everybody likes that one. The second goal's in there. It gives you a bit of breathing space. But, what I like to see from a team is going for another, not stopping at 2 because you got a bit of a buffer. Let's, go for 3, go for 4, go for 5, and just really just put the knife in them and just keep, twist the knife. Just make them suffer. That's what you want to see from your side. Ball forward here again now for United. United back over to Mulgrew, but you'll see Dundee United open up a little bit more. They had that opportunity where, they only needed 1 goal. They could nick a point. It would be a good point, but now they've got to work and go get 2. So they are going to be a bit more open, a bit more expansive, and Rangers can just knock them on the counter-attack and go get that 3rd goal, 4th goal, and secure all 3 points. Lewis says, shut up, Dan, just because you beat United doesn't mean... No, I think you took that the wrong way there, mate. I said Rangers, if they want to qualify for Europe, are going to have to try and get something at Anfield. I mean, a draw. Look, you've seen teams, go to Anfield and get something. Ajax played pretty well there. So, I mean, you just got to sit back. I'm not, to be fair, do I think Rangers are going to get anything from Anfield? No. But what I'm saying is they've got to try and get something from Anfield. Maybe get a draw or something. Masterclass, a Battle of Britain. There's different pressure on the line in the Battle of Britain. It'll be a different game to just a usual Champions League match. Here's Tavernier. Tavernier down that right-hand side. Back over to John Lundstrom again. Lundstrom forward. Now is another opportunity here for Barisic. Kent with a bit of skill. Finds a way through here for Ryan Kent once more. Into the danger area again. Sholak find his hat-trick and again cleared away by Dundee United. Jeff Smith says, unfortunately, we will be fourth. Well, that's what I'm saying. It is unfortunate, but you don't really expecting Rangers to no one's expecting Rangers to finish third or second in that group. It's a tough group. It's a tough group. And Liverpool were 2 games away from having a historic season of winning a quadruple last year. 2 matches. So this Liverpool side are great as well. You're not really expecting that. Napoli, they look amazing as well in terms of what they've been able to do. League leaders in Serie A at the moment, demolished Liverpool 3-0 within the first half. So they're no mugs, Napoli. Napoli are a good side in a good division. And then Ajax are Ajax. Ajax are always a good side. But I think Rangers can beat Ajax at home. I think Rangers can beat anyone at home. I think Rangers were really unlucky not to beat Napoli at home. And I say it sounds so stupid and bizarre considering they lost 3-0, but the game was changed when it went down to 10 men. Rangers were well within the match. They could have at least got a draw. At no point in that match did I think Rangers were going to get scudded at all when it was 11v11. I felt, Rangers could nick something here, maybe get a win, if at a minimum a draw, and that's how I felt the way that game went. But, the 10 men did change it. And for the record, it was a sending off, yes. Here's Dundee United now with another throw-in. Ball forward here again now for United again. We're back over to the goalkeeper. Now they come forward once more. Again, just cleared away there by Rangers. Finds a way down that right-hand side now. Dundee United. And Barisic is there to do his defensive work. Clears that one away. Goes out for a throw-in. Ball forward. Back on the ball now here for Tony Watt. Tony Watt looking to make something happen here for the away side. So they need to try and make something happen. But that pass there over the top goes out, and that's going to go out for a goal kick here for Rangers. Is there an old firm before the World Cup, mate? No, I don't think so, man. I think that's January 2nd, I think that game will be. Here's Sholak again. Cleared away by Malgrut, and then goes out for a throw-in here for Rangers. Remember, Sholak is on a hat-trick. A great goal-scoring record for Rangers so far. Tavernier takes quickly. Here's Galton. Tavernier now on the overlap. Tavernier now driving forward again. Now here comes John Lundstrom. Lundstrom pushing forward, finds a way through to Barisic. Barisic driving through yet again. Here's another opportunity. But yeah, Lundstrom. Tav. Galton. Cleared away, and again cleared away there by United. Last year's team would have done better. Yeah, probably. Here's Ryan Kent again. Ryan Kent now with a bit of skill. Can he find a way through? Sholak! And again, just couldn't quite get a shot off there. Sholak cleared away there by the Dundee United defence and goes out for a corner kick. Ryan Kent there, great in the build-up. But yeah, just couldn't quite get the ball In there. Good save initially. He took a shot, but at least it was on target from Kent. A lot better from Kent in terms of actually getting the shot on target for a change. Fair play to him. Well done, Kenty boy. At least he needs me as being patronising towards him. Here's Tavernier now with another corner. Tavernier to send it into the danger area. Oh, there's a chance! And headed away by Dundee United once more. Yes, Bill, so far away, mate, but it's an opportunity to go on a run. Go on a winning run starting from today. You know, that's just where it's got to start. And then we'll see what happens. Sholek there with a header, and that just goes wide of the post and out for a goal kick here for Dundee United. As you just said there, mate, it is far away, but it's an opportunity to go on a winning run. You know, build this momentum, win the games that you're supposed to. You know, could Celtic draw a game? You know, you don't know these things. You know, they look great at the moment, but at some point, you know, the winning run's got to end in the league. And that's what you need is one draw, and all of a sudden, it doesn't look so bad. And then you go and win at Ibrox against Celtic. You know, it's you know back in with the mix again. So yeah, it's about going on a winning run starting today. Here's Tavernier. McCann there also cleared away there by Dundee United. Now here they come again round that right-hand side, United. Cleared away. Goes forward again now here. Down that left-hand side, another opportunity here for Dundee United. Into the area. Now here's an opportunity. Cleared away. And here's Mulgrew. Oh, it's in the back of the net. And Dundee United have one back. And just like that, 2-1. Dundee United back in the game. And now we're back to square one again when it's just a 1-0 lead. Good sakes, and 2-1 here to Dundee United. Mulgrew with the goal. Oh, man. Mulgrew scores the goal. An hour to play. And as I said, they found themselves a lifeline. And just like that, United are back in the match. Scores the goal there. Good finish, to be fair, there from Mulgrew. Getting up into that position. Will take risks, especially in the game. And just like that, Dundee United are back into it. Something to fight for, something to win. Sorry, it was Smith, not Mulgrew, who scored. I read a comment there. I thought it was Mulgrew, but it was Smith who scored the goal. Decent little finish there in the end by him. Merchant, you baited me. I seen your little thing, Mulgrew. I just I thought it was Mulgrew. Smith. Smith was the goal scorer, guys. Half an hour to play here. Rangers still have the lead, but as I say, Dundee United have got one back. Here's Kent. Kent again. Ball goes down that left-hand side now here for Rangers. On the layoff, Barisic. Jack. And again, cleared away there by United. Comes back to Tavernier. Tavernier into the area. And again, blocked away by United once more. Here's McCann. McCann forward. Barisic again. Headed away by Dundee United again. And again, United back on the ball and they go the other way. Here's Goldson, defends it. How will Rangers respond here? Ball forward again now for McCann. McCann going forward here for Rangers. Finds Ryan Kent again. Ryan Kent now down the left-hand side. Here's another opportunity here for Rangers. Into the danger area. Bit of skill and just couldn't get it to a blue jersey. And that goes over and out for another throw in here for Rangers. Ball forward again now here for the Jers is Lundstrom. Now finds a way through here again for King. King down the left-hand side is Barisic again. Ball forward yet again here for Rangers. Lundstrom. Who was to blame for that one? No one really. It's Jack again. Jack forward, and again headed away there by Dundee United again. Stays in play. Jack goes out to collect the ball though here for Tavernier. Tavernier down that right-hand side. Tavernier back over to Goldson again. Kent goes forward. Nice bit of skill there again. Now is Barisic. Barisic into the danger area and again headed away by Dundee United once more. Comes to Jack. Lundstrom with a shot and again cleared by United, and that goes out for a throw-in. Nah, it's not 1-1, Bill. It's 2-1, mate. Ball forward here for Jack. Jack again, back to Lundstrom. Lundstrom forward to King. Rangers sort of playing with a bit of urgency again now as they look to try and regain their 2-goal cushion. Ball forward again. Arfield. Again, losing the ball there to United, and now they go on the counter-attack. Now is an opportunity here for Dundee United, coming down the left-hand side, and Goldson just clears it away, but goes out for a throw-in to the away side. Merchant says Dundee might get a point here, mate. If they get a point here, the Rangers season is done and dusted. And as I say, I'm not a pessimist, but it would be over. In terms of the league, you can't draw games in the league. And then out of Europe as well, and then what's there to play for? Cups and stuff like that. Oh, God. In September as well, my goodness me. Fucking hell, man. I'd have to... God knows, man. What a crap season that would be. Oh, no. That's so weird that Rangers are already in a position where you just feel if they draw another game or lose another game, then it's a season over already, isn't it? Oh, mate. It'd be horrible. Would be 7 points if they drew the game. But look, Rangers still in the lead here. Still positives to go. Still a little while to go here. But look, you want to maybe get another goal cushion. You just feel Dundee United do have quality to try and get forward and create stuff. They've shown that throughout the first half and throughout the second half since the second goal went in. So, you know, it's one of them. Is Dundee United now going forward? Rangers trying to close them down. Ball forward again. Cleared away there by Rangers once more. United headed over the top. Here's Tavernier, now here's Jack. Blocked there by United again. Headed away, and there's Goldson clearing it. Seven likes away from 100, guys. If you haven't already, hit the old like button and subscribe. So close to 20,000 subscribers. So close. In fact, I'll give you an update as to where we are with that one. 20,000. Nearly there, but... yeah, exactly 100 more subscribers and we've hit the 20,000 mark, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly 100 subscribers. There you go. Bobby Sutherland says that you're bricking it. You know what, Bobby? You've got a point there, mate, in terms of, yeah, you said that 9-0. Hearts beat Dundee United 4-1 and, you know, St Mirren beat them 3-0 as well, which are great score lines. But usually when you do change a manager, it's a new regime at Dundee United now. So they're a different side. And you would expect them to be a better side when they make the change for their manager. That's just usually what happens in football. So to sort of compare the side that lost 9-0, 4-1 to Hearts, 3-0 to St Mirren, and then go, as a direct correlation, it is a different sort of side, a different management, playing different sort of football. So I don't really look into that comparison. Here's Ryan Kent again, ball into that area. You know, they've had some positive results. They beat Livingston, got like the first win of the season, I think, Dundee United. And then they beat, what's their faces? Then they drew to Motherwell. So, no, they're not a poor team. And under the new manager, you know, you're always going to get that bounce. Here's Goldson again. Cleared away. Come back over to Leon King again. King forward is Goldson again. Goldson finds Tavernier. Tavernier looking to put one in over the top, and Dundee United head that one away. But they do look a lot more organised, Dundee United. You know, they're not panicking. They're still, you know, they've got their goal back. They're not sort of, you know, they're just sort of waiting to bide their time. And I think they will get chances from now until the end of the game. It's just proven to be in that match so far that they will get an opportunity at some point. But it's about Rangers taking their opportunities and making the game and putting the game out of reach for United. Because, you know what I mean? It'll be an interesting... It'd be an interesting aftermath if Rangers were to drop points here. Here's Arfield now, down that right-hand side into the area again. Here's the opportunity for McCann. Can he get a shot away? And he just falls to his floor. Here's Lundstrom, and again cleared away there by Dundee United. Goulton. And now Dundee United have an opportunity here, one-on-one with Goulton. United now going forward up the other end. Rangers defence has arrived back. Here's Tony Watt now with an opportunity. Now Dundee United on that right-hand side. This is where Rangers need to be alert. This is where the goal came from earlier. Here's Barisic, and Barisic clears it away and goes out for a throw-in. Goes out for another throw-in here for United. Cleared away. Now here they come going forward yet again. Stanislav, good to see you, my man. Yes, all right, how are you? It's pure Scottish football, mate. It's pure Scottish football. We cover all teams. As I say, Celtic v St Mirren tomorrow. Here's Tavernier. Lundstrom. Lundstrom, nice pass out to the left-hand side to Kent. Kent looking to try and take him on. Finds Barisic on the overlap, but United clear it away. Oh, man. 2-1 to Hibs. Hibs have taken the lead against Aberdeen. 2-1 in that game at the moment. Decent result for Hibs. Joe 90 says, I'm panicking, mate. You're not the only one, buddy. Not the only one, man. Oh. I can just see this, man. I can see it written in it. Rangers are making a change, but I can just some weird reason. I hope I'm wrong, but I can just see a 2-2 happening here. Don't know why, but hopefully I'm wrong. This is the problem with Rangers' strength and depth. You know, you bring on Scott Wright from the bench, and you know these are the things. It's not real quality at Rangers at the moment. What happened? Anyway, double change. Wright and Tillman come on for Arfield and Jack. Dundee United head that one forward. 20 minutes to play here at Ibrox. It's still 2-1 to Rangers. Headed forward again there by Smith. Smith out to that left-hand side here for United. United passing their way around. I do often wonder why Rangers are struggling to keep a hold of the ball against this United side. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Why can't they go and get a third goal? Just kill this game off. Ball into the area again for United. Forward again. Ball down the left-hand side. Another opportunity at the back post. And Rangers doing some defending. And Kent, this is what it's like. You know, you get to a certain point in the match with 20 minutes to play, and it's all about... there's a minute applause here for the Queen here on the 70th minute. And the fans are taking part in. Yeah, but there's a point. The thing I don't like with Gio's tactics is, you know, it is so defensive, which does work in Europe, and that's credit to him. That's why he gets results in Europe, because it does work against the European sides. But it don't work in the Scottish Premiership, playing against these teams. You need to be attacking constantly. Ball forward here for Rangers is Lundstrom. Lundstrom goes forward yet again. Here's Barisic. Here's Kent. Kent forward, cleared away again there by Dundee United once more. Goes out for a throw in here for Rangers. Did well with it there that time. Now back over to Barisic again. Tillman, Lundstrom, Goldson, Tavernier, Goldson again. Right, Tavernier, Tillman. Tillman looking for a way through is Kent again. And again, just winning the ball back. Ken gets back onto the ball, into the area. Down the left-hand side is Barisic now with an opportunity. And he misses his chance there. Rangers, and it gets cleared away there. That time McCann, he's not been able to get a shot off twice today. I mean, he's still a kid, but you know what I mean? So just allow it. But yeah, McCann just into the area. Just couldn't get a shot off. That would have been a decent opportunity there for Rangers. Tillman forward. Blocked there again, and that's cleared away there by Dundee United. Goldson. Goldson. Lundstrom. Now here comes Scholak. Scholak into the area. Opportunity, and headed away there by Dundee United again. Handball. And now here comes Barisic now. Barisic into the danger area once more. Rangers forward again. And cleared away. Now Dundee United looking to go on the counter-attack now. Coming down that left-hand side. Comes forward again now here for Tony Watt. Watt goes forward. Cleared away there by Rangers again. Back to United once more. And they're lingering around Rangers' attack here. Is Rangers' box. And they're coming forward again. As we go into the final 15 minutes here at Ibrox. It's still Rangers 2. Dundee United 1. Headed away by Goldson. Forward again there by Rangers. Cleared away by Dundee United. Back on the ball. Going down that right-hand side here, United. Go back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper gets back onto it. Headed down there by Rangers once more. Here's McCann now. Looking to go forward. Here's Scholak. Scholak looking for a way through. Is Wright now with an opportunity. Wright looking to make something happen. The shots follow up there and cleared away by United's defence. Goes out for a corner kick here for Rangers. Now an opportunity here from the corner kick. Remember, Scholak's on a hat-trick, remember? Can he get that hat-trick and put this game to bed this afternoon? Second goal. The next goal will certainly be the decisive one, depending on who it's from. Tavernier now into the danger area. Headed away by United. Forward again by Rangers. Cleared away by Dundee United again. Back to Kent. And Kent loses the ball, of course. Right there as well. Now United playing out from the back. Cleared by Rangers once more is Goldson. Now back through to Lundstrom. Yeah, there's not a market for it, Stanislav, unfortunately, mate. You know, about 15 people would watch the video. Do you know what I mean? It wouldn't make sense for my time in terms of doing that video. So I update on the community tab when it comes to sides outside the old firm. You know, sometimes I do Hearts videos, but it just isn't me doing a Dundee United video, say, or a St Johnstone video. There's just not enough things in place, unfortunately. It's not worth my time to create the video. Campbell Yuli says if Rangers draw, Gio will be in a bad position. Well, with the international break coming up, if Gio was to draw this, I think it would be curtains closed. Well, I personally would say that as well, and I'm quite optimistic. But, you know, the way that they sort of sat up in these sorts of games, like domestic games, playing so defensively at times, is a problem going forward. Yes, Europe, Gio's great, but otherwise, it's Tillman now. Here's Kent. Can Kent find the third? No, he can't. The goalkeeper's there to collect it there for United. SPT Andrews, a shame really, because he hasn't been back properly whatsoever. I know this situation. The Rangers board have been outrageous at times, and you know there's other people there that have got to lose their jobs in terms of, i.e., Ross Wilson and some of Bisgrove and all these sorts of guys. They need to get some fresh people in. You know. Something a bit different. Ross Wilson's living on this Van Dijk thing that he did. Oh, he found Van Dijk at Celtic and, sold him for 75 million quid. He lives off that. He hasn't done anything since then. Ball into the area again for Rangers. Cleared away. Now it's Lundstrom with a shot and that goes over the bar and out of play. And exactly where we are. What did I say at half-time? This game will go down. It's going to be, a 1-0. Rangers will have a 1-goal lead and go into the last 10 minutes. And it's just going to be panic stations throughout the games. Every single week with Rangers. No matter where they are, whether it's home or away, domestically, every single game goes to the last 10 minutes. They've just got a 1-goal lead. And then just invite pressure. It's just going to be about defending for the final 10 minutes, and then you just invite so much pressure on yourself, and then it's got a 2-2 written all over it sometimes. You just feel it. It's horrible, man. Tavernier now down that right hand side. Why can't it just be a straightforward weekend and just win the games at home convincingly? Here's Scholak now down the right hand side. Can he go get a hat trick? Ball forward there again, cleared by Dundee United. Hibs are 3-1 up, by the way, against Aberdeen. Doing well. Ball forward again now for Rangers. Here's McCann. McCann down the left-hand side. Another opportunity now here for Rangers. Here's Kent. Kent goes forward. Here's Lundstrom again. Now into Tillman. Tillman's layoff goes back to United. And it goes the other way. King clears that one away. Did Bassi play well against Liverpool? I thought so, yeah. It was all right. People are commenting on all this sorts of stuff. Celtic played better football. I'm not disagreeing with that. I haven't disagreed with it at all, to be honest with you. Oh, God, here come United again, back into the area. Rangers in fighting more pressure for themselves. Blocked there that time from United. Now here they come again. How is this happening against Dundee United? Ball out for another throw, and exactly as I predicted. Week in, week out, 10 minutes to go. Pressure is right on to this Rangers team, and watch them just defend now against United the whole way through the game to try and see out a 2-1 win. Which, you snatch a 2-1 win off them right now. But it's got a 2-2 written all over it, I'm telling you. Ugh. Hopefully Tillman can capitalise here. Here's Sholak now with an opportunity. And again, straight back into the goalkeeper's hands. And they're back in possession. Does a good save there, to be fair, the United keeper. Rangers now back on the ball, though. Here's Tillman again. Now is right down the right-hand side into the area. And again, United clear that one out for another corner kick. But United are being very patient with this one. Okay, but if Gio was to go, who would you get in as a manager? Who would you get in as the next manager? Tavernier into the area. Comes back out to Sholak again. Yeah, who do you go and get? No, people are going to say Bill, but come on, Bill's not ready for a management position, I don't think. Sholak, Tillman! And that's a good save by the United's goalkeeper. Tips it over for another corner kick. Yeah, we're not going to get Graham soon. He's an old man now, you know. I mean, like, he's an old guy now. He's punditry, but he ain't going to go back into football management, man. Be on it. Be serious. Who would you go for? Now, some people can say Bill, but we've got to give him time at QPR. He ain't going to leave QPR right now. He's not really lit it up just yet. He's done it right. He's not spent any money, but tactical foul there from Jack. Sorry, from King. King there with a little yellow card. Nah, not Dyche, man. These guys, they're good players. They're good players, sort of. You know, good managers for certain types. But Dyche is the manager of Rangers, man. So foul there from King, and it's all kicking off between the United players. They're not happy. They wanted a red card there, I think. Maurizio put... Oh my God, it is all kicking off between the Dundee United and Rangers players here. The referee has to defuse the situation. It's all going mental. I think it was after the King challenge. The referee gave a yellow, but they wanted a red card sort of thing. Charlie Mulgrew ain't happy, is he? As I say, the referee is trying to defuse the situation. Both get a yellow card, and that is it done. Barisic and Mulgrew back in the book. Steve McLaren. McLeish. No, these guys are done, man. You need the next big thing. McLeish. You know what I mean? He's old, man. Now he's done. Do you know what I mean, bud? Eh? He's done. He's not going to be the manager of Rangers again. You want to get a young manager with new ideas. I think not seriously young, but like. Somebody that's... You don't necessarily have to have a Rangers man to be the next manager. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to go for ex-players and all the rest of it. It's a free kick here for Rangers. 5 minutes to go. Oh, yeah, there you go, Robert Ingram, by the way. That's a good shout. Scott Parker. I would agree with that one, you know. That's a good little shout, actually. I've been impressed what he's done at Bournemouth and Fulham, actually. No, that's a good little shout there. Scott Parker. Good little shout, actually. Unlucky to get dismissed from Bournemouth. They didn't even back him anyway. Do you know what I mean? I think in this league, it'd be all right. And he's always come up against decent sides and been able to sort of hold his own at some point. Maybe you're a bit worried of maybe his European, if he's got any European head pedigree, but especially domestically, I think he would be all right in the Scottish Premiership. Parker, good shout there, Rob. Scott Parker. He's gash. No, I'm not saying him to do... I think he's all right, man. I think he's done all right with Fulham and Bournemouth. 2 jobs there in the Championship. Sides that are expected to win and finish high within that division. And he's done that twice in both of those divisions. You know, whenever he's been given the job, he's sort of come through and, you know, achieved his remit, sort of thing, if so to speak. Marcelo Bielsa. Oofed. Solskjaer. Oh, yeah, he'd be a crazy one. Solskjaer. Fucking hell. Nah, I wouldn't have Martindale, man. Maybe I'm a bit snobby, man, but I like Martindale, to be fair, but nah. Not now, anyway. What about the Bodo Glimt manager? What's he doing these days? The guy from last year, the Bodo Glimt manager who did very well. Did he end up moving to Club Bruges, did I hear? I don't know. Here's Lundstrom again. 3 minutes to go till full time here. Are we in for one rocky ride? I knew my Saturday afternoon was going to end like this, to be fair. I had a good morning as well. Gattuso, he's already at Valencia, mate. Here's McGregor. Hits that one over the top. Now here comes Wright. He's caught offside. It's going to be a free kick now here to Dundee United. Zidane. Yeah, he's not going to take that job, man. I think Zidane's going to live up in Glasgow, man. I don't speak English, I don't think. He's just like French guy who's lived in Madrid all his days. He ain't going there. I wouldn't want Sean Dyche, man. I don't know. I think I'm maybe a bit snobby as well, but like, nah, not Dyche. Nah, not Dyche, man. Bielsa. I would take Bielsa. You know, Bielsa's one of those sorts of guys that'd probably actually take the job, to be fair. He likes like little projects and stuff like that. But in Europe, he'd just be a bit of a bomb scare. Do you know what I mean? I know some Rangers fans don't really care about Europe, but they just focus on domestically. But I think I don't think Rangers would have really much good European nights with Bielsa in charge. He'd just be like gun-ho, which could be a good thing, actually, a blessing and disguise, but he'd just be... I don't know, he doesn't defend, does he? The Grouch 74. Yeah, I know, it's way too soon. I'm not saying... as I say, I'm not a Gio out sort of person anyway. I was just sort of asking people who they would take if they want, because there's a lot of Gio outs within the Rangers support. So I was just basically asking them who they would bring in as a manager if they were to sack Gio. Again, I'm not on the bandwagon of sacking Gio. I like Gio Van Bronckhorst. But what I'm saying is I just wanted to see what the people that thought he should be sacked, what they think of a replacement sort of thing. So it was interesting. We're coming up to the 90th minute now here. This is where it gets squeaky bum time. Here's Lundstrom. Probably be about 3 or 4 minutes stoppage time. Dundee United now down that right-hand side. And now here we go. This is the pressure that I talked about, but it's their offside. And it goes out for a goal kick. All right, here we go. Let's see the moment of truth. How long are we going to be sitting with our asses clenched for now then? Stoppage time board is going up. It's 3 minutes. It's not too bad. 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes added on. All goes forward there for Rangers. Headed away by United again. Now just getting the win is the most important part. And United head that one forward and McGregor gets the ball. There's a squad better than everyone. Nah. I don't know. I couldn't. The thing is, I couldn't even think who to replace Gio with at the moment. As I said, I brought up Scott Parker maybe and Bielsa if you like, but nah, I don't know. Rangers head it forward again. Cleared away. 1 down, 2 to go. Here's Tillman. Can Rangers go kill this game off now, though, with Tillman down that right-hand side? Here comes Scott Wright. Wright goes forward. And win themselves a corner here, Rangers. David Kennedy goes, hi, Dan. Any manager with form and proven track record of improving teams must have a forum. Oh, message just went. Ball going to be sent in now here for the corner kick here for Rangers. About a minute and a half left to push here. Can Rangers see this one out? Almost looks like that's the job at the moment. I like Derek McGuinness. Nah, man. I'm all right. As you can see, I'm a bit snobby with managers, but yeah, I wouldn't take Derek McGuinness. Minute left to push. Cleared away there by United. They go down that right-hand side now again. Now this is probably going to be the last bit to try and clear away. And that's cleared away. It's going to go up for a corner. Why is Yilmaz not getting game time? He's a quality player and we could do with him. Barrett, you can't drop Barisic now, mate. As much as I like the look of that Yilmaz, it'd be unfair to take Barisic out of the team. He's probably been the best player, to be perfectly honest with you, man. United looking to put a bit more pressure on. And that's cleared away. And that is that. Dundee United pushing forward now, though. And that's cleared away again. And the full-time whistle's here. It's done and dusted here at Ibrox. It is over. Rangers win. 2-1. Was it the most convincing of wins? Probably not, no. But, look, it's a win to go in the right direction to stop that 3-game losing streak or go on to a 4-game losing streak or a game without a win. As I said, it wasn't the best of performances. I mean, there's parts of it where you felt, yeah, Rangers have played well, but... You know, same old for me, you know, but it is a win. A win is a win, and Rangers, you know, get back to winning ways again. But it is what it is, guys. It's the international break. I'm going to keep you entertained with some videos throughout the week off. It is a bit of a dry week, but as I said, we're going to go through some bits and pieces over the sort of international break, talk about stuff. So do subscribe to the channel as we march towards 20,000 subscribers. Our final watch along now until October is tomorrow, St Mirren versus Celtic. But thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. Look after yourself.